Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let... Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Revelio.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Crow. You know, there is such...
Cooling metal and see if
we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
I've always said that travel broadens...
Lower Hogsmeade as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Try to send a note to them when I arrive.
I wonder if you learned different things. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. Revelio.
I should investigate.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Sirona was an intimidated one. Both of you have inspired me to take a step.
What sort of stand?
I am not going to sit by and watch them
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their...
All the more reason they must be. Rumor has it that Theophilus taking him down would cripple.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive I was thinking that we could investigate a bit. Try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right.
I am going to watch and listen. In the meantime, remember.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
What are you up to now?
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Some assistance.
Hello?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name... I was hoping someone... You see...
Diving into the lake?
Splendid.
What do you...
Years ago, they...
I'm so...
We can't be sure. Father was a treasured...
You seem to think I'm...
That's like us. We are no, but with all I...
What exactly?
It's an astonishing... It's mainly... Sadly,
It's...
I understand. I've cross-referenced... My best guess is... I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
They must have come this way! Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I see you! What are you doing?
Perhaps.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. Get over here!
I'm not going anywhere.
You take this stupid on the mouth, dead body! Stop that racist!
You will puff.
Come on. What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named...
Yes, my wife. She, typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant. She's a travelling vet.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin.
Merlin?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying...
Fixtures?
I believe he created them as a diversion for his...
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be...
Well then, I'll let... No one has yet managed to figure out. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important...
Mallowsweet?
I had just arrived to test my theory when I was... You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center.
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the...
Precisely. Would you care to do the... I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Revelio. Lumos.
Clearly, all three of these fires are meant to be lit.
Incendio.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even... How does it work?
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. You should feel free to solve them as you can. My guess is that each... which you can find in Hogsmeade. I really must be... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and...
Revelio.
I never thought Ranrock's loyalist...
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and... I never thought it'd come to this.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. Well, when I said as much...
Has Ranrock's lot...
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've all... Things have taken a much... Ranrock assumed that all goblins...
You mentioned that you're...
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family were. I'd wager my finest brush. Without my carts and my livelihood...
I'm sorry this happened.
That is very kind. I did enchant the... Slim though the chances may... It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Hello, sir. What?
Hello. I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can...
Any whispers going...
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's stealing everything that's not nailed. Katrin's hiding in a camp just south...
Can you tell me...
Oh, let's see. In fact, my prices are low enough.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, my ingredients are all local to this area, and my potion...
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. Oh dear, not enough money, I'm afraid. I hope to see you again sometime.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Revelio. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
Revelio.
An encampment. This must be it.
Revelio. Revelio.
One of the best meals I've ever...
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
On will return.
Levioso.
If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
We should have killed that traitor arm when we took his cards.
Ha.
He's quiet. too quiet, if you ask me. Find a plum job at Gringotts. One less.
I shall avenge your death.
How many of you are there?
One less human to worry about.
Is somebody
Revelio.
What do you have in...
You won't get away.
Your spells glance off of me.
Little magic tricks won't distract me.
Ranrock will lead us to victory! Who is it?
Easily diverted. Much too slow. Not quick enough.
I won't get accustomed to that.
You won't get away with that. Ranrock, well, you're nice. Well, it doesn't hurt.
How many of you are there?
No witchel. Enjoy suffering, do you? On will
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
I will make you pay. This is where you will fail.
Revelio.
Stop it! You can't stop us. I
An intruder!
Lucky, that's all.
You gave me no choice.
How many? Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Such arrogance. I know you're is.
Pity, not quite.
Some of been taken out. Losing your stride. I'll cut you from shoes to chapeau. Prepare to surrender now. I will make you pay.
Are you quite finished? And utterly sick on the ground? Is that the best you can do? What an unfortunate disappointment! That was nothing but luck! Well, this is sad. Really, it is. If only Ranrock were here. Oh, look at you. That was pitiful. You're so very good. When are you going to give up? You're fine. So tired.
Lewis.
Tego! Leviosa!
I'll get to the last kid hoping to survive. Oh, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Tego!
I'll get you, yes! That was unimpressive!
Revelio. Leviosa. Tego. Leviosa.
What are you doing? You won't get away with that.
was quite something. Now, to Freon's carts. Revelio. Lumos. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to arms. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Reparo. Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. trunk. I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
If you're here for my wares...
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ranrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. Revelio, all the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my...
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Revelio. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Incendio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see.
my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fan. Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time. Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Go on. Grab. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming,
I'm sorry.
but they left her honking
What do I
daffodils
need to do?
intact. Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You could dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Weeds possess their own, and with that helpful reminder as to why we should...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damn hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendship. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in...
Revelio. Off on another adventure, are we?
My interest in herbology.
Maybe always, or someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld...
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not be that colored. Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Revelio.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Oh! Dragon Duck! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
To talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think. Revelio.
handy resource indeed. You're...
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
This could be right up my street.
Glad to hear you are up to the challenge. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper.
Can you tell me more about your great-niece?
And her spark hasn't diminished one bit. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and
When were you the Minister for...
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was sneezing
How could a few pages of
a boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow.
I shall go and see her.
Brilliant. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
Gareth, do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fooper feather and potions. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions.
It's a gift, truly. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I was hoping you could follow a secret path.
Sounds simple enough.
Ah, brilliant. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in...
Are you asking me to...
Goodness, it's not as if... It's a sweets ingredient.
Couldn't you have someone buy?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the sellers go. So, the reliable...
I'll see what I can...
Fair enough. You shall be... Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my...
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction. A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. Revelio. This looks like the right statue. Now what was the last? Descendium. Goodness. Who knew this was all down here? A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though.
Reparo.
That seems to have done the trick. This castle will never cease to surprise me. Lumos.
Revelio.
Lumos.
Accio.
Lumos.
Incendio. Revelio.
I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here?
Incendio. Revelio.
If I could lift this platform, I think I could get it to work.
Leviosa.
I'm going to have to get past this.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio.
Ha!
Incendio! Reparo! Leviosa! Incendio!
One more to go and I'll make it across.
Reparo! Leviosa!
Something is getting in the way of that platform.
Revelio. Leviosa!
Perhaps I should cast Accio to get that frame out of the way first.
Leviosa!
Aha! Got it. This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate.
Incendio!
Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes.
Revelio.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywig stings for Gareth?
Revelio.
I have the dried billywig stings. Now, back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe is going to turn out.
Revelio.
My first employment was at Huntington.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
You'd think knowing spells would simplify things. Never seems to work that way.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. Let's look at what we have, shall we? A pleasure doing business with you. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio. Revelio.
castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Reparo. Incendio! That's that. Settled. Leviosa! Incendio!
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused, perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5.
Why did Amit...
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but...
I suppose I could help if I...
Oh, I'd very much appreciate... If you could collect them and bring...
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Revelio.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be Now, to work out where I went, perhaps I should start Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want
I never thought I'd... But Professor Garlick needs so There's the fountain. I'm getting closer. Revelio.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect... Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock.
Why would Professor Moll conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought that...
Surely you'll be trying to complete...
I've tried. And perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinet.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Revelio.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often...
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Oh, they seem innocent, but their tongues...
Exactly. I wish more of our regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlick kept It's supposedly so overrun now. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could say a bit of an exceptionally
What sort of plant?
I haven't a clue. But have you... If the previous professor...
Very well.
Grand.
Revelio. Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing.
All of my relatives were.
Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindled. This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos.
Incendio!
Lumos.
Incendio!
Lumos. Seems the devil's snare is protecting a chest of some kind. Lumos.
Revelio!
Lumos.
Incendio! Revelio! Incendio! Incendio!
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Incendio! Revelio!
Everybody knows you're in remedial potion.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course.
This is sure to put an end. This'll show Everett how. Thank you again. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein dunking for me.
Revelio.